Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am describing about the exercises of the chapter, your last chapter, adaptation, right? Now first we proceed here with this. Name the following. The body that provides minimum resistance during flight. The body, it is the streamlined body. Physical environment of all organisms existing on earth, it is abiotic. The factors that include light rainfall, wind, gases, etc. are known as climatic factors. The factors that include soil texture, soil pH, soil nutrients, etc. are known as edaphic factors. The habitat of an organism, which is also known as volant aerial habitat. I hope it's clear. Now we move to the next one, short answers. Under short answers, define transpiration and adaptation. Now see, transpiration, the evaporation of water in the form of water vapors through aerial part. Aerial parts means green parts of plants is called transpiration. Next, adaptation. What is adaptation? The ability of an organism to change for better adjustment with the environment is called adaptation. The second question, what is microhabitat? Give examples. See, microhabitat, a habitat is usually a large area within which there are many smaller units. These smaller units are called microhabitat. For example, plants and animals present at the bottom of a sea are quite different from those present at the surface. The abiotic and biotic factors present in different regions of the sea are different. All the regions constitute different microhabitat. A tiger's microhabitat is a forest, while silkworms live only on the leaves of mulberry leaves. माइक्रो यानी कि छोटी, जैसे सिल्क वॉर्म है वो तो सिर्फ मलबरी लीव्स पर है, टाइगर जो है वो फॉरेस्ट में ही रहेगा। तो हर ऑर्गेनिजम्स की प्लेस की पोजीशन जो होती है वो अलग अलग होती है। Your third question, what are hydrophytes, mesophytes and xerophytes? Give 2 examples of each. Under your third question, see what are hydrophytes, mesophytes and xerophytes? Give 2 examples of each. Under this, hydrophyte, the plants which live in water are called aquatic plants or hydrophyte. For example, Pistia, Hydrilla, Vallisneria, etc. Mesophytes, the plants which require a moderate amount of water are called mesophytes. Example, mango, gulmohar, और भी आपके आसपास है, ये पीपल है, नीम है, दे ऑल कम्स अंडर mesophytes. Xerophytes, the desert plants which are well adapted to cope with a dry and hot environment. Example, Opuntia है, Calotropis है, Acacia, etc. Fourth question, all living organisms, this is your fourth question, all living organisms adjust to change in the environment. Justify the statement with example. Under this, yes, all living organisms adjust to environmental changes through adaptation. For example, birds migrating south for winter to escape cold and find food, humans sweating to cool down, और जैसे हमको गर्मी लगती है तो अपने बॉडी टेम्परेचर को मेंटेन करने के लिए स्वेट निकलता है। प्लांट्स क्लोजिंग स्टोमेटा टू कंजर्व वाटर, प्लांट्स जो होते हैं वाटर को कंजर्व करने के लिए अपने स्टोमेटास को बंद कर लेते हैं। कैक्टाई स्टोरिंग वाटर इन देयर स्टेम्स, कैक्टस में स्टेम वाटर स्टोर करता है। संकन स्टोमेटा होते हैं। पोलर बियर्स हैविंग थिक फर, बियर्स फॉर वार्मथ, पोलर बियर जो स्नो में रहता है तो उसके थिक फर होते हैं जो कि उसे गर्मी प्रदान करते हैं, वार्मथ देते हैं। कैमल्स, दे कैन गो लॉन्ग पीरियड्स विदाउट ड्रिंकिंग। कैमल में हम्प होता है जिसमें वो वाटर ये एडिपोज टिश्यूज होते हैं जिसमें वो वाटर स्टोर करता है, जिससे कि 8-10 दिन तक वो बिना पानी पिए रह सकता है। Next, fifth question, what is adaptation? How does it occur? See, adaptation, the ability of an organism to change for better adjustment with the environment is called adaptation. How does it occur? ये कैसे होता है? It occurs through evolution. मतलब धीरे धीरे जैसे environmental changes होते हैं तो उसके साथ साथ बॉडी उसी तरह से चेंज होती आती है और ये चेंज इनहेरिट करते हैं. That process is called evolution. Or natural selection, where beneficial genetic mutations become more common over generations, making the species better suited to its surrounding. देखिए सर्वाइवल आदत है जो एनवायरनमेंट में सर्वाइव, जैसे कोल्ड है, सर्दियां हैं, तो जो इसमें अपने आप को सर्वाइव करवा पाएगा वही बचेगा, जो अपने आप को सर्वाइव नहीं कर पाएगा वो नहीं बच पाएगा. Your next sixth question: how do aquatic plants protect their bodies from decay while living in various? How do aquatic plants protect their bodies from decay while living in water? Now see, aquatic plants protect their bodies from decay while living in water by the following ways. देखिए submerged plant, they are covered with mucilage. Mucilage protects the प्लांट्स फ्रॉम डिकेइंग. जो समर्स्ड होते हैं उन्हें बहुत फाइन डाइसेक्टेड लीव्स होती हैं और वो म्यूसिलेज होता है जिससे कि वो डिके नहीं होते हैं. और जो फ्लोटिंग प्लांट्स होते हैं तो लीव्स ऑफ फ्लोटिंग प्लांट दे हैव ऑयली सरफेस और वाटर प्रूफ वैक्सी कोटिंग टू प्रोटेक्ट देम फ्रॉम डिकेइंग इन वाटर. उनसे जो है ये वाटर में जो है डिके, इनमें वैक्सी कोटिंग होती है जिससे पानी इसमें ठहर नहीं सकता है, रुकता नहीं है और वो उसको प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं. योर सेवेंथ क्वेश्चन: what makes aquatic plants buoyant? What makes aquatic plants buoyant? Aquatic plants are extremely buoyant due to specialized air-filled tissues called parenchyma. इसमें एयर स्पेसेस ज्यादा होते हैं जिससे इनको हम एरेनकाइमा कहते हैं. जिसमें जो पैरेनकाइमा में एयर स्पेसेस बड़े बड़े होते हैं उनको हम एरेनकाइमा कहते हैं. दिस मोड makes the plant body lightweight, allowing it to float easily. जब एयर स्पेस होंगे, हवा होगी तो हवा से वो हल्के होंगे तो वो इजिली फ्लोट करेंगे. एंड व्हाई आर द लीव्स ऑफ कैक्टाई आर मॉडिफाइड इनटू स्पाइंस? द लीव्स ऑफ कैक्टाई मॉडिफाइड इनटू स्पाइंस टू रिड्यूस द लॉस ऑफ वाटर इन जीरोफाइट. जो कैक्टाई की लीव्स होती हैं वो स्पाइंस मॉडिफाइड होती हैं जीरोफाइट टू कंजर्व वाटर टू प्रोटेक्ट फ्रॉम एनिमल. जो जीरोफिटिक स्पाइंस होते हैं रिड्यूस द लॉस ऑफ वाटर एंड स्पाइंस होने की वजह से एनिमल्स इनको खाते नहीं है तो एनिमल्स से ये प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं. Now under the long question, I hope this you are easily. How are fishes adapted to the aquatic mode of life? Now how the fishes are adapted to the aquatic mode of the life, you can see it here. See, this is the diagram of the fishes. They say spindle shaped body, streamlined body allows swift passage through the water. ये आपका ब्रॉकेस है, यही पूरा आपका आंसर होगा. Body covered with waterproof scales and mucus coat to reduce the surface tension. Paired and unpaired fins for swimming, gills for breathing in water, air bladder for buoyancy, tail fin which acts as rudder in changing direction. वाले. अभी इसमें एक चीज आपको शायद नहीं समझ में आई होगी, buoyancy, एयर ब्लैडर. यानी कि इसमें एक एयर ब्लैडर होता है जिससे कि फिश जब चाहे जितनी अंदर गहराई में जा सकती है या उतने ही पानी के ऊपर आ सकती है. अधिकतर समुद्र में पाई जाने वाली जो मछलियां होती हैं, फिशेस होती हैं, उनमें ये ज्यादा प्रभावी होता है. तो एयर ब्लैडर से क्या होता है, जब एयर भर जाती है उसका वेट ज्यादा होता है तो वो सिंक होकर के नीचे चले जाएगी. फिर जब वो एयर निकाल देती है, अगर एयर निकाल देगी तो उसका वेट कम हो जाता है तो फिर वो उसमें पानी में ऊपर आ जाती है. आई होप इट इज क्लियर. Now the next question, describe the aerial adaptation in the birds. अब देखिए एरियल एडेप्टेशन इन द बर्ड, ये है आपका एरियल और वॉलेंट. ये एरियल एडेप्टेशन इन द बर्ड्स आपके ये सारे पॉइंट्स हैं. स्ट्रीमलाइन बॉडी दैट प्रोवाइड्स मिनिमम रेजिस्टेंस ड्यूरिंग फ्लाइट, फोरलिम्स मॉडिफाइड इनटू विंग्स, hollow bones and lungs with air sacs, beak without teeth. जितना मैं पढ़ रही हूँ बस उतना ही आप लिखेंगे. Presence of feathers that clothe and insulate them against the loss of body heat. Short tail covered with a group of long feathers acts as a rudder. Strong flight muscles attached to strong breastbone. These are the points that you are supposed to write. ये streamlined body, resistant flight, forelimbs modified into wings which help them to fly. बस यहाँ तक. Hollow bones, lungs with the air sacs, and the ear sacs ensure oxygen required for anaerosis, beaks without teeth, presence of feathers that insulate loss of body, ये पूरा पॉइंट जाएगा. Short tail covered with a group of long feather acts as a rudder. बस यहाँ तक. और ये strong flight muscle attached to a strong breast bone. बस यहाँ तक. Full stop. ठीक है. और उसके लिए अगर आप चाहें तो ये डायग्राम भी हो सकता है, ये डिपेंड. अगर 5 मार्क्स में क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है तो 5 मार्क्स में आपको ये लेवल डायग्राम भी आएगा, ये लेवल डायग्राम भी होगा. आप इसको नहीं बना सकते, आप सिर्फ इसको बनाएंगे और बाकी उसके एक्सटर्नल फीचर्स आप लेवल करेंगे और इसे 5 मेन पॉइंट्स लिखेंगे. एक्सप्लेन हाउ ए कैमल इज अडेप्टेड फॉर ए सर्वाइवल फॉर डेजर्ट. योर थर्ड क्वेश्चन. तो कैमल के लिए देखिए, ये कैमल है. हाउ कैमल इज अडेप्टेशन. इसके लिए each foot has only two toes. While walking, the camel uses the entire foot. Hooves are covered by a large sole which helps it to move on hot, slippery sand. The camel can live up to 10 to 12 days without food and water. The hump on its back is actually a food reserve filled with fat. This food is utilized when it does not get anything to eat. Very little water is excreted from the body. The fecal matter of the camel contains very little water. It passes nearly dry drunk. And its breathing rate is very slow to prevent water loss. It can adjust its internal temperature and keep it higher than that of the surroundings. बस यहाँ तक. It has a slender snout which bears a cleft upper lip. ये देखिए cleft है upper lip. ये यहाँ पर, ये आप इसमें देखिएगा, ये cleft, ये upper muscular nostrils है, cleft है, ये rose elevations है, ये pad है. Cleft bears upper lip. It has long eyelashes. Eyelashes बड़ी होती हैं जिससे कि इसमें sand के particles नहीं इनकी आंखों में होते हैं. Muscular snouts that can be closed, protected from the when the wind blown sand. ये hump है, ये desert plants है. I hope it is clear. Long questions तो आप लोग कर लेंगे easily. Now it is come there. What protects the bodies of hydrophyte? देखिए, bodies of hydrophytes, aquatic mucilage present in hydrophytes and waxy coating present in floating hydrophytes that protects from the body of hydrophyte. How do xerophytes control loss of water? Xerophytes control loss of water. Leaves are modified into spines. Leaves are modified into spine. Thick fleshy stem to store water, and sunken stomata reduces the loss of water. 3 points. Leaves are modified into spines. Thick fleshy stem to restore water. Presence of sunken stomata to reduce the water loss. How does the burrowing habit help desert animals to overcome scarcity of water? इसको आप ये देखिए. See, the desert rats, they make deep burrows which offer cool and moist home during daytime. When the desert is hot and dry, during night when the deserts are cool, the animals come out of the deep burrows and holes and become active. And the animals which are active during night, they are known as nocturnal. What are nocturnal animals? Animals which are active during the night, they are called nocturnal animals. I hope it is clear. Okay, now we come the next. Hydrophytes, Hydrilla, Pistia, Wolfia, Opuntia. Odd one out. Hydrophytes, Hydrilla, Hydria, ये सारे प्लांट. Opuntia is a xerophyte. Hydrocoels, fish, water, bug, duck, rat. Rat is terrestrial animals. Rest, they are the whatever ये aquatic animals हैं. Xerophytes, cactus, acacia, ziziphus, Vallisneria, it is a hydrophyte. Xeroseals, rat, camel, mongoose, they are the xeroseal, whereas fish is aquatic, so fish is odd one out. Coniferous trees, pine, fir, cedar, they are all conifers. Mango, it's a mesophytic trees. Now fill in the blanks. Biotic environment consists of plants and animals. Habitat constitute a part of the total environment. The plants which live in water are called aquatic or hydrophyte. Xerophytes are well adapted to cope with a dry and hot environment. The plants which require a moderate amount of water are called mesophytes, right? True and false. Vallisneria and hydrilla are free-floating hydrophytes. False. They are not free-floating, they are submerged. Camel is a xerophyte. It is true. Leaves are reduced to spines or scales in mesophyte. False. Leaves are reduced to spines or scales in xerophytes. Ribbon-shaped leaves are present in hydrophytes. Ribbon-shaped leaves are present in hydrophytes. Yes, it is. The ribbon-shaped leaves are present in hydrophytes, floating hydrophytes. Birds and birds have hollow bones and lungs with air sacs. Yes, it is true. Birds they have hollow bones and lungs for air sacs. The statement is true. Now here, the ability of an organism to change for better adjustment with the environment is called, correct answer, adaptation. Which of the following features is found in aquatic plants? Your D, parenchyma tissue. In xerophyte plants, B part is right. Both leaf and stem surfaces are covered with thick cuticle. The hump at the back of a camel contains fats. Xerophytes are abundantly found in deserts. Roots are feebly developed and stem is soft with a large number of air cavities in hydrophyte. The aerial habitat, it is volant. Zero coals, desert animals. Xerophytes, desert plants. Arboreal habitat, tree dwelling animals. Hydrophytes, parenchyma. Sunken stomata, xerophytes. Air filled bones, birds. Respiration through gills, respiration through gills. 8th one is fishes, right? Now differentiate aquatic and volant. The aquatic, which lives in water. Adaptation, the volant, aerial, which lives in air, trees. The example, your fish. Now here your birds, insects, arboreal. Xerophytes, which lives in dry and conditions. They are the hydrophytes, they lives in water. Habitat, the place where an organism lives is called its habitat. Microhabitats, they are the small position. We have already discussed what are microhabitats in your short question, isn't it? Zero kills and hydrokill. Zero kill means the animals which lives in deserts like camels, desert rat. Hydrokills means the animals which lives in water as fish. Different types of fishes and animals are there which are there. Habitat, आपको पता है habitat के definition. The place where the animals live is called its habitat. देखिए ये है आपका habitat, ये है आपकी the smaller units present in the habitat, they are the microhabitat. Adaptation, the ability for organisms to change for better adjustment in the environment is called adaptation. ये आपका हो गया microhabitat है adaptation. Xerophytes, the plants which live in the dried and arid condition. Mesophytes, plants which are and hydrophyte. All definitions that we have already done in your short question. I hope everything is clear. Any doubt anywhere, ask me in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Again, we will meet in the next video. Thank you.